From Eugene, Oregon at Cascade Middle School, this is the KCMS News with your anchors, Kyle Letzum and Megan Neely.
Good morning, Cougars. I'm Kyle Letzum.
And I'm Megan Neely. We are coming to you from the KCMS studios with the morning news.
It's time to elect a 6th grade president. Petitions are now available in the front office. They are due back by September 29th at 1:30 p.m. We will not take them after that date. You must have good attendance, grade point average of 2.5 and above, and no more than 2 referrals. Check with your teacher on grade point average. We now take you to Homework Club, where Jacoby Mulgrave is standing by with the news. Jacoby.
Thanks, Kyle. Homework Club has been underway for 2 weeks now. This week in homeroom, one of our topics to cover will be the expectations for Homework Club. It is very important that everyone follows these expectations, so the program runs smoothly and we all stay on track with our schoolwork. Number one, if you need to stay for Homework Club, you are to call your parents immediately from that class. Number two, if you are unable to attend, your parents must contact Miss Muller or Miss Kitty directly. And number three, students must be prepared with their materials and ready to go to Homework Club at 2:05. You will not be able to go to your lockers on the way. Once your teacher comes to pick you up, go directly to the Homework Club room and begin working. All students are expected to stay seated and be working until 2:25, when they can ask questions and get clarification from the other teacher supervisors.
If so, there's a box in the office that we will be drawing a name each week for announcements. Get those RDO textbooks in with more on celebrations and rewards. Let's go to Patricia Bagley.
Hi everyone, Patricia here to celebrate with some student and teacher recognition this morning. First, we are joined by our evening custodians, George Dole and Patty White, who have a special award to give out this morning. Can you tell us more about this award and who the winners are?
Sure. This year we are looking for classrooms that are showing their Cougar pride by keeping at the end of the day, they can keep their classrooms clean. And it's 8th, 7th, and 6th grade wings that are all participating, hopefully. And we are going to be giving out the Golden Plunger Award for the cleanest classroom. And we will be looking and watching to see who does it, and every 2 weeks we will be handing out the award.
And who are the winners?
Room 14, Mrs. Hernandez.
Next, we have a drawing for 2 subway cards, which will go to each teacher who received MAC awards and teacher appreciation bucks. And those winners are Mrs. Hernandez and Mrs. England. Big morning for Mrs. Hernandez already. Please see Mrs. Miller for your prizes. Next, we will have a very exciting opportunity to participate in a photo shoot with 3 friends. The 2 winners will not only get copies of the pictures, but they will also have one of the photos framed for the hallway wall. Good luck to you all. And the winners are Dylan Irvin and Sarah Schneider. Congrats to you both. And the winner for this week's opportunity to read the announcements this week is Haley Coy. Haley, please come see Mrs. Miller today before you leave school, and we'll hear you tomorrow. Finally, this morning I would like to tell you about an amazing raffle we will be having each quarter this school year. This is a Kindle, which is used to read ebooks. Our friends at Horace Man have donated 4 of these to be raffled off to students. Here are the requirements to be automatically entered into this raffle. 1. You must be at school 95% of the school days. 2. You must be on time 90% of the school days. 3. You must maintain a 2.5 GPA without any D's or F's. 4. You must be free of major office discipline referrals. And 5. You must earn at least 2 positive referrals. Our first drawing will be on November 3rd, so stay on track with the attendance, academics, and behavior for your chance to win. Back to the studio.
Cascade T-shirt design contest is here. Flyers are now in the office and are due by September 29th. Designs should be on an 8.5 by 11 white paper.
The Staff Talent Show is coming to Bethel on October 5th at Auditorium at Willamette High School. The Bethel All-Staff Talent Show will be held at 6 p.m. Tickets will be purchased before September 30th and they are $7. $10 if you want to wait till October 1st. Buy your first ticket in the front office from Miss Thompson. They will sell out quickly. For the special report, let's go to Krista in the courtyard.
Good morning, Cougars. I am here in the courtyard with the president of the Bethel Education Foundation, with Miss Cuddle. Thanks for being here with us today.
Oh, thanks so much for having me. It's good to be with you.
I understand there is a staff talent show coming up on October 5th. Can you tell us more about it?
Well, sure, it is. It's October 5th, and this is the show that you might have heard about where all the teachers do these really fun acts. So last year, for example, the Fairfield teachers, they did a Michael Jackson Thriller dance, and that was awesome. And then also the Malabon teachers, they did a Western dance, so that was really fun. Mr. Lumen even got up on stage from Clear Lake. And then we also had your teachers right here at Cascade, and it was Mr. Bauer and Mr. Dickinson, and they were with 2 students. So it's really, really fun. You guys gotta come. We'd love to have you.
You know, I was there in the 3rd row last year. My favorite was when all the people were like glowing.
Oh, the glow stick dance. That's right. So we had people in the black sweatshirts, right, with the glow sticks on them, and that was so fun. Now make sure you get your ticket early this year because they go on sale. They're on sale right now in the office for $7, and you want to make sure you're going to be there. We want you in the 3rd row again this year.
Well, thank you for all the great information and being with us today. Now back to you in the studio.
Teachers, please save remaining napkins and boats on a daily basis from FFVP. Please leave them on a counter or table where the fruits and veggies are served. It really helps to save money for this program. Thanks. With other related FFVP news, we now join Devin Malott in the cafeteria.
Thanks to Megan and Kyle. This is Devin Malott coming to you from the CMS Cafeteria Live, where I am joined by our one and only queen of fresh fruits and vegetables, Mrs. Stock. How are you doing today, Mrs. Stock?
I'm doing great, thank you.
How do you feel the students and staff at Cascade have responded to the new fruits and veggies program here at Cascade?
They seem to be pretty excited and really positive about getting fruits and vegetables in the classroom and trying different new things.
Okay. Are there any ways that they can support you in serving the items each day?
Yes, actually. One of the most important things would be to make sure that when I come in to bring in the fresh fruits and vegetables that I don't become a distraction for you, so you're not taking your eyes off the teacher and paying attention to what's going on. That's really important, so it's not disruptive for the classroom. And then the second thing would be to make sure that the bins and the silverware stuff that's used in the classroom is brought back to the cafeteria in a timely manner.
Okay. I see you have quite an interesting hat there. Can you tell me a little more about that?
Yes, this is our Freaky Vegetable Trophy, a little play on words. And I'll give you a little sample. What we're going to do is each week I'm going to observe each classroom and how well they're behaving when I bring in the fresh fruits and veggies. Sorry, I have to stand real still. And for whatever class I choose that has behaved so well all week, they get this lovely trophy and possibly to get their teacher to wear it at least for a little bit. So that's what this great hat is all about.
Okay, that's a great idea. Well, I know I'd sure like to see that traveling trophy in my classroom, or even on my teacher's head. It would be so hilarious to see it on Mr. Gulwich. From the CMS cafeteria, this is Devin Malott. Now, back to you at the studio.
Please use the script to review our community respect, let it go expectations before students are dismissed for lunch. Research tells us that this reminder is needed for at least this time period in order to get the system consistent across the building. Thanks. This morning we will leave you with a character piece. Here's Jessica Williams with the one and only Mr. Gon Provo.
Throughout the year, I will be talking with teachers about their experiences as educators and the reasons they decided to get into this profession. Today I am with Mr. Provo.
How you doing, Jessica?
Good, how are you?
Fine and dandy.
Great. Can you tell the students what it was that helped you want to become a teacher?
Well, there were several reasons I wanted to become a teacher. One was that my wife is a public school teacher in elementary school, and she just kept telling me all the wonderful things that would happen with her at school with kids. And earlier in college, when I was younger, I took education classes, but then I moved to Eugene and got in the restaurant business, but I always wanted to do something that I thought would help kids or to have a purpose in it. And since I knew that I was pretty good with kids and with people, I thought I would get into education. And so I went back to school at age 38 to become a teacher. And I think that I've made a big difference in a lot of kids' lives because I love this job.
You probably have. Do you have a favorite story from your past years of teaching?
Well, there are quite a few stories, but the most recent one was when I was shopping at Albertsons. I ran into a former student that I had in 6th grade about 11 or 12 years ago, and I asked him how he was doing, and he said he was doing wonderful. I said, did you ever go to college like you wanted to? And he said, as a matter of fact, I just graduated from the University of Oregon with 2 degrees, 1 degree in Spanish and 1 degree in chemistry. And he said, what I want to do in chemistry is become a scientist where I can help make a difference with the environment and help people live better. And I said, well, that kind of sounds like being a teacher. And I said, if you want to go back to school to become a teacher, you'd make an awful good one. And he said, I might think about that. And so that was my most recent wonderful experience.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time and for helping us get to know you a little bit
Thank
better.
you, Jessica. You're wonderful.
Thanks, you are too.
Thank you.
And that's all the news for today. I'm Kyle Letzum.
And I'm Megan Neely, wishing you a wonderful week.